Hello. Today I'm back at the Osden Clark Arena to do a timeline of the Midland Football League Division 1 clash between Lutterworth Athletic and Hever St John's. Now, the last time I vlogged here, it didn't go so well for the home side. So, without sounding too biased, I do hope it goes a little bit better for the Atho today. Once again, though, they face a tough challenge in the shape of the visitors from Hever. They start the day in fourth, 8 places higher and 17 points better off than their hosts. And they'll be looking to better their runners-up spot in this division last season. Okay then, after that brief intro, I think it's time for some footy highlights. So let's go straight to the first half. One more. Come on, man.
Final score, Lutterworth Athletic 1, Hever St John's 2.
Esso, fresh from a 2-1 win. What did you think of your team's performance, mate?
In spells, I thought we were great. In other spells, I thought we were way off. We always talk about being at 8s and 9s out of 10, and I think for the majority of the game, we were not at the best today. Not at the best.
Okay, well, I felt you deserved to win, but did the goal right on half time change your team talk in any shape or form?
Yeah, it did. And to be honest, Lutterworth a few times put us under pressure. They caused trouble to us, but we should have put it to bed by half time. We missed a few opportunities that normally we put away, and so with them scoring just before half time, it made a game of it really.
So obviously you took the lead straight after half time with a penalty. What was the instructions from the sideline? Just the same, or was there any game management involved?
Well, it was at half time. We spoke about getting the ball down and just playing through the areas through the thirds rather than going long. And the penalty actually came from a ball getting the ball down in midfield and playing it through the thirds and the strikers getting onto it. Sam Grouse got brought down for the penalty, and that's what we were asking from them. And that was probably the only did it twice in the second half, 2 or 3 times in the second half. So, Lutterworth did work us hard, and they made a game of it and put us off a game a bit. But if we just find feet with the ball, life's so much easier.
Okay, yeah. So, and finally, you came runners-up in this division last season. So, what are the chances of going one better, mate?
I think there's other teams up at the top that are flying. Gornal and Sutton. I think Sutton have had a bit of a wobble today, but they're a good team. They'll be up there, and Gornal will be up there. Noel are around there. So there's other teams that I think are going to be up there. We just want to keep doing what we're doing, make sure we're in and around the playoffs, and hopefully we'll prepare ourselves better in the playoffs if we get there this season than we did last season.
Okay then, well, thank you so much for your time, SO, and congratulations on today's win.
Cheers, Darren. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, Ben, firstly, thanks for coming out to talk to me after the 2-1 defeat. What was your impressions of the match today, mate?
I thought we were a lot better than last week. We were good for 45 last week, but we let ourselves down in the second half with some sloppy goals, so we addressed that. I thought we largely rectified the problems from last week, which are obviously a positive. You always look to improve. I thought we were in the game from start to finish. Disappointed with the penalty we spoke about. I'm not sure, 50-50. Sometimes you give them, sometimes they don't. I think if it's for you, you want it. If it's against you, you feel a bit hard done to, which I think we do today.
So once the penalty was given, went 2-1 down, did you have to change the shape of the team, or what messages was you getting out today?
Yeah, we thought about changing the shape, but largely I think we were kind of on top. Yes, they had good possession, they looked a threat, they've got 2 good front men, obviously experienced, scored goals at this level for years now. So we knew they were going to be a threat, but I think we largely we looked as though we were carrying a threat. So we didn't change the shape. We put forward. We changed the wing backs. More forward, go attacking players as opposed to more defensive wing backs, so we could get on a bit. I thought Michael Blair come on right side, looked really tricky, made a difference. So I think that worked. We showed more intent to get back in the game. But yeah, in terms of the shape, we didn't change anything.
Before the game, Hever started in 4th, you were in 12th, but you were always in the game today, wasn't you? So yeah. What can you take going ahead next week from this performance?
Yeah, we've got a bit of we called it the Nightmare October, really. We've had literally the top 4, 5, 6 over throughout October. We've obviously Sutton last week. Yeah. Either this week we go to St Andrews, who were expected to be up there, and I think it's Gornal after that, so it probably couldn't be the hardest October. Yeah. So we've had a little look at it. We understand it's going to be a tough month, but we're looking to pick points up from them. I think we can. I think we on our day, which is the problem. We've had too many that we're not on our day. Yeah. But on our day, I fancy us to give teams a game.
I don't want to open up old wounds. Actually, I do. I spoke to you a year ago on the back end of a 7-1 home defeat by Nuneaton, but this season you've started much better than last season. You're in a much better place now, aren't you? So looking ahead for the rest of the season,
yeah, definitely.
What are you aiming for?
Yeah, I'm slightly tinged with a bit of disappointment because we had such a good start. I think obviously we drew here and then we went on we won 3 or 4 on the bounce away from home, looked solid. I don't like to talk about injuries too much, but I think at this level, if you are without 4 or 5 players, we've not got the resource, we've not got the players that are equally as good to just come in. So it did hurt us. Obviously, we've got Josh Baker come back. We've got players back now. Shorey, unfortunately, we've got him fit. Scored 3 and 2, and then he's done his groin. So I do feel a bit like we've not had the rub of the green in terms of injuries. But on the whole, it's frustrating. You want to win games. Nobody likes it, but they're a good group. We're a good group. Staff, players, we're all in it as one. Good togetherness, and I believe that it's going in the right direction.
Well, mate, onwards and upwards. And as always, thank you so much for your time.
Great, top man.
Cheers, Ben.
Great
Good
to
luck,
see you,
mate.
Cheers.
So that's another timeline completed. Thanks as always to Lutterworth Athletic for hosting me. Fantastic club, and one day I will vlog them and they'll win. Talking of Lutterworth Athletic, at the end of this video, they've got a few job vacancies where they need help at the club, so I'll pop that on the screen. Also, thanks for SO for the post-match interview. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, ta-da.